Commander. This was an unboxing video, but the video kind of messed up in the middle. So, here's the box. And here's what came out of this box. This thick book. And as you can see, it's the complete first edition of the original folk tales and fairy tales of the Brothers Grimm. So basically, this book is basically the original content, like Cinderella, Hansel and Gretel, stories that we grew up with. Basically, this is the original draft, you know, where the stories are pretty freaking grim. Thus, that's why they call it the Brothers Grimm. Basically, they're not happy ending tales. They're pretty grim, as I said. This is definitely not for your children. It also adds some stories we have never heard before. What they did was take the first edition, and they found some new material. They found some material that hasn't been read in decades, and translated it into English, and then added this to this book. It is translated and edited by Jack Zipes, and the illustration is from Andrea Dizo. God, this is Spanish. I should know this. Andrea Dizo. Yeah. So, yeah, this was released in 2014. Let me see the contents of this. Frog King or the Iron Henry, Companionship of the Cat and Mouse, Virgin Mary's Child. The Nightingale and the Blind Worm. Stolen Pennies. Let's see if we can find some original. Hansel and Gretel. There it is. Rapunzel. White Snake. Cinderella. Three Ravens. Puss in Boots. So yeah, oh, there's Rumpelstiltskin. Oh man, it's a lot. It's a lot of stories. Especially some ones I have never heard before. But yeah, this is basically what it is. You can find your copy at barnesandnoble.com. This would be at least 20 to 25, at least. 25, like, taxes and whatnot. But I think if you're like a fan of the, fan of the Grimm Brothers Grimm stories, this is pretty much up your alley. Because, if you're a fan, I think it's awesome that you would get such stories like this. And it's in the original. I couldn't believe when I saw it. So, yeah, very nice, real thick. The cover feels weird. Kind of feels like leather, but maybe it's plastic. I don't know. And what else should I say? As we're on this topic, do anybody know or remember the old days when Nickelodeon would have the children programming? Does anybody remember the TV show Grimm's Fairy Tale Classics? Because I do. It's kind of like anime-ish, pre-anime. I don't know, but those cartoons were awesome back then. um, my favorite one was the bearskin. I think. Uh, I definitely remember Frog Prince and Beauty and the Beast. Um, Punzel. Yeah. So yeah, this is Cobra Cat Commander. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Um, I'll see y'all later. I know what I'm gonna read this weekend.